Hey, Michaela Westbrook here with the Optimum West Realty Group, and today I'm here to talk to you about the offer. So we looked at a run through, and I know that was one of the longer videos that we've done, but that was just a run through of your one to four contract. But what goes into the one to four contract is very important as the buyer because that's your offer. So here's one thing that you need to consider. What is the sales price that you're offering? The house could be listed for $200,000, but to make it an attractive offer, majority of the time you need to offer over. Now, what your overage looks like, you need to use from the numbers that we give you from the comparable market analysis. And so, what that shows is in the past 90 days, what have the houses in this area sold for? Has it been for over asking? If so, how much? Has it been under what they're asking? If so, how much? Right? And so offering over may be a necessary thing to make your offer look attractive. Okay. Also, how much earnest money are you putting down? Earnest money, think about the word earnest. It means serious, right? So, how much serious money are you putting down towards this home purchase? Um, if you're putting down a minimal amount compared to the sales price, it might not look as serious as the next buyer competing to get this home. What is your option period? Okay, we've talked about the option fee, which is you paying for that option to terminate within a certain time frame if something is not looking quite right with what you need to come from this connection to this house, right? So basically, the option period is how long are you asking for that? Now, I want you to think in the seller's market, how good does a long option period look to a seller? And that's the thing. When you're on the buying side of the transaction, you really need to think about what it looks like on the seller side of the transaction because they're the ones who are going to make the decision between your contract and possibly in some situations several other contracts. Sometimes you're only competing against, you know, the seller, and sometimes you're competing against maybe one other buyer. But there are a lot of instances here in 2021 where you might be competing against 20 other applicants, or not applicants, contracts. Not applying for a job, but you're competing against that many other buyers. So what's going to stand your contract out compared to other people? Okay, so the next thing you want to think about is what are you asking for with the as is portion of it? So you send your contract over, maybe stating, hey, we've got this glaring thing that needs to be fixed. And then the inspection report comes back and you've got some other things that need to be fixed. Okay, so that laundry list, does that make the seller want to go with you, or does that make it want go with another buyer? So those are all things that you need to consider. Um, Contingencies. Do you have to sell your house before you can move into this one? Because in this market, yeah, your house might sell fast depending on pricing and condition and number of buyers for that area, if we're going to be honest. But, sometimes that might not look very attractive. So you really want to consider that situation as well before you put in an offer. And your financing. Is your financing in order? There is pre-qualified, which means, hey, we've looked at the numbers, it looks pretty good. We'll probably give you some money. And then there's pre-approved, meaning we've looked at the numbers and here you are. This is probably very favorable. The amount of money you qualify for based on us running your credit, looking at your other financial documents, we're good. We're pretty much good to go. I mean, you still have to go through the underwriting process. That's not that's not optional. But essentially, the pre-approval is going to look so much better than pre-qualified. Also, are you a financed offer or a cash offer. If you are offering me a very attractive contract and you're a cash buyer, what do you think the seller's going to go with? That's why Gary and we made the decision early on in the inception of Optimum West Realty Group to make sure that we represented a product that would allow our clients to be cash buyers. So if you have questions over that, please, after you watch the video, because we've got a video for that, ask us some questions about it so that we can help get you into a position that allows you to get where you want. Uh, and it looks really well. But, just because you're a cash buyer doesn't mean you're the best offer either. There, has to look good. So we just wanted to have you understand what needs to go into that offer. Of course, there's the other things that we talked about in the document, but that's pretty much the heartbeat of what's going to drive if you get the home. All right. So we hope this has been helpful. This is just an overview. Every contract, every situation is as different as a fingerprint. So please let us know how we can help you make your contract a little bit more attractive. Have a great day.